Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone to our first ever episode of Elevate and Educate Beyond the Harbour. So my name is Faiza Ahmed and we have
Ayaz Baig as the co-host of this program.
Yeah, and thank you so much for being here with us today. So let's talk about this podcast actually. What is the reason behind it and why we've decided to start something like this. So actually I was very inspired by you because Sir Ayaz has his own podcast in which he talks about a variety of topics related to counseling, and I've decided to name this Elevate and Educate Beyond the Harbour.
Yep.
And the reason for why Beyond the Harbour is that we have a great wealth and diversity with our staff and our faculty, and I think we don't talk about it that much actually. Like we don't toot our own horns, we don't talk about all the experiences and background we have here. So for example, me, I completed my undergrad degree from Canada. I went to University of Alberta and I actually did it in political studies, and you might think like, what's the connection between political studies and working in education? So I was in Canada for about 7 years. I made the move back here. I've been working in the education sector of Pakistan for, it's been exactly 9 years now actually, and it started by like happenstance. I was just looking for jobs and my mom suggested, why don't you try working at a school? They looked at my background, they said, we think you'll be perfect for counseling. And I said okay, but there was this voice inside of me that was like, I do not want to be a counselor, please, I don't know how to do this. But like now when I look back at my career, all that I've done, I've worked at several A-level colleges, I've worked at a university, I completed my advanced diploma in counseling actually, and I love it. Honestly, I love working with students. I love being a therapist as well. So outside of this full-time job, I work as a psychotherapist. So I have clients, we work on a variety of issues: developmental trauma, addiction, anxiety, depression, and I think this is my purpose in life. Like I want to take it further. I want to stay in education, and I also want to take it further, working with students on mental health, on their well-being, in addition to college counseling. And that is why I am the Career Advisor and Well-Being Counsellor here at BCP Harbourfront. What about you? What is your background and experience?
So certainly, with over 18 years in education profession, I've been running the different A-level colleges in past, and for me the experience is both quite challenging and immensely rewarding also. My background also as an advisor, as a college counselor, actually has been instrumental for navigating the various complexities and challenges of the running A-level colleges in past. And I'm a proud counselor also, because since day one I thought that this is something which is quite very relevant to my personality, and I love that element. What I love the most about this profession also is witnessing the growth of the students every single year, since the time they join as a freshman in college in AS program till the last day of the college, and subsequently seeing them progressing, seeing them achieving their targets and goals of life, and going to the different universities of their dream programs. That is so fascinating for me.
Yeah.
I love that element, by the way.
Yeah.
So you being a counselor, you have been experiencing that also.
Yeah, and I must say, so I do have students come to me. Oftentimes they know exactly what they want to do. Sometimes they're very, very confused. They have no idea what they want to do. Most of them fall somewhere in the middle.
True.
And I remember there was one student actually, he came to me, he was thinking about going going to the US. So we had a very long conversation. You know, he was asking me like, what if I take this major? What if I go into this career? Like, what do you suggest, right? And then I remember, I think either the next day or a few days later, I saw him in your office talking to you about the same thing, and he looked at me, he was a little embarrassed, and he's like, sorry miss, like I just wanted to, you know, talk to Sir Ayaz and get his perspective. And I was like, that's no need to apologize, because I think that's actually great. I think our students, you know, should be talking not just to me, but also to our faculty, to our staff, because like I said, we have so much experience. We have, not in terms of like, let's say, just our careers, but even our educational backgrounds. Like me, for example, I did political studies, humanistic integrative counseling. I'm completing a PGCE, hopefully that will be done soon. And now I would really like to do my master's in another field, perhaps, let's see, that is in the works. But yeah, so I think that's also the point of this program is, you know, we want to really, let's say, you know, have a talk about our experiences, share them with our students so that they can also maybe be inspired or motivated. Maybe they can get a better idea of, you know, like what they want to do in the future, where they want to go.
And I love this initiative of yours, frankly. I love this initiative because, you know, as you mentioned, student and faculty members and several other stakeholders of the school, you know, they have a diverse background. And why not to bring them on this platform and to talk about the different diverse topics which are the need of the time also. And these kids, they also happen to be quite brilliant ones, I've noticed in past. So I want them not to be, you know, the people whose stories are untold to the world, but rather they should share their experience, what they are up for, what they have been doing apart from like academics and all.
Exactly.
So I mean, very honestly, I love this platform of yours. So let's move on with this. So how about like, you know, your experience with the BCP Harbourfront Campus? Because what I know about BCP Harbourfront Campus is it's situated in the prime location of the city, and it's a state-of-the-art infrastructural facilities. It does have catering, you know, all the diverse needs of the students, and when you look at the campus, you will notice that every, you know, corner of the building is designed to facilitate the cause of this, you know, the best college life experience for students, you know. So what do you think about that?
Yeah. In fact, we actually recently celebrated our 1-year anniversary at this campus. So and me myself, I started working at BCP very recently. I think it's been about several months now. So I'm quite new here. But like I said, I've worked because I've been working in the education sector in Pakistan for 9 years. So I've worked at various other A-level institutes. I've worked at university as well. And I was thinking about this earlier this week that, you know what I realized? That I know every single one of our students' names. Like I know it, like, and I know like what their university plans are, where they want to go. And the reason for that is because we have, let's say we have a very tight-knit community. Like, yes, it is a smaller number of students, but I think that definitely works in our favor.
Let me tell you, because, you know, it's a deliberate choice. The deliberate choice, and we thought about having this deliberate choice was when you have a close-knit community. So, you know, then every student matters for you, right? Being an educator, being an educationist, I believe that all the students should have, you know, access to every resource of the college. They should be given priority on a personalized basis needs, and that's the idea behind originally, to make it even, it's a small close-knit community and not the crowded college rather. One thing I would like to tell also here, when, you know, you are stressed, when you feel, you know, drained out, so we have a very beautiful place. which is a magical therapeutic place, I would call, and that's the rooftop.
Oh my God,
it's
yes.
a breathtaking view of a harbor, and it's so lovely to be there. You just spend like just 5 or 10 minutes and you are refreshed.
The view, the skyline is amazing. If anyone is up early enough in the morning, or if they stay late enough, you could catch the sunrise or sunset, which I imagine would be really spectacular actually, because we are right here like on the harbor, so prime view for sunrises and sunsets.
So BCP Harbourfront Campus, even though it's a small close-knit community, but we are part of the largest schooling network of Pakistan, which is the Beaconhouse schooling system, you know, and which boasts the legacy of over 40 years and above. And we, BCP Harbourfront Camp or BCP program does have a strong presence globally, with our graduating students gone to the universities and excelling in their careers and academics and all. Yeah, so that's all about the Beaconhouse College Program Harbourfront Campus.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was, I think, a very great first episode. So I hope everyone will stay tuned, because we will be bringing in different faculty members, different staff, even students actually. So thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you guys soon.
Until next time, bye-bye.
Okay.